Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem visiting Guantanamo Bay as the Trump administration searches for ways to hold the undocumented immigrants it's arresting. This week, ICE detention facilities at 109% capacity.
We're looking for as many beds as we can get.
Still, NBC News has learned President Trump has expressed anger that the number of arrests is not higher, according to 3 people familiar with the discussions at ICE and the White House. One source adding it's driving him nuts they're not deporting more people. It all comes as the new Attorney General ramps up pressure on sanctuary cities, suing Democrat-led Chicago and the state of Illinois, arguing they interfere with arresting and deporting undocumented immigrants.
They are choosing illegal aliens over the safety and security of their own citizens.
The lawsuits are against laws on the books in Illinois. I mean, unlike Donald Trump, we follow the law in Illinois.
Meanwhile, in South Texas, we get another first-hand look at the front lines.
I've noticed most recently not as much activity.
What was once a record influx of migrants, now a trickle. We didn't spot one in 5 hours with Border Patrol.
It used to be that the vast majority of migrants here would turn themselves in. Now, most of them are single adults trying to escape.
In 2021, this area saw more than 1,500 illegal border crossings a day. Now, less than 100.
Have you ever seen it this quiet?
Not that I can remember.
Nearby, the state of Texas is offering the federal government 1,400 acres of land for a massive detention facility. David Porras is a first-time Trump voter here in Starr County, which voted Republican in the presidential election for the first time since 1892.
You're here illegal, you break the law, you should be deported.
And we're now learning the Trump administration is using federal prisons to house undocumented immigrants. Peter and Laura.
Gabe Gutierrez there along the border. Gabe, thank you.
Trump has hit the ground running. I think it's almost 3 weeks since he's been president. And he is trying to deport as many illegal immigrants as possible. And with sanctuary cities like Chicago, they're making it tough for him because they're not willing to work with him in assisting ICE in capturing or detaining illegal immigrants so they can deport to their native land. Right now, they're suing cities like Chicago because they're a sanctuary city and they're not willing to help the federal government for whatever reason. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, and it's also interesting to see that the border is quiet with now that Trump has some of the military down there, and allegedly Mexico is going to send their troops at the border to cut down to cut the influx of people trying to get in. So for the first time in years, I think for the first time in my lifetime, that the border is actually almost secured, where almost to the point where there's almost no one coming through that border for the first time in years. That's almost unheard of. That's almost laughable to say. But you see it, and Trump is making it his main agenda is to deport as many illegal immigrants as possible. So, I mean, this is a beginning. It's only been 3 weeks. So we're just going to wait and see what else unfolds. Attorney General Pam Bondi is suing the city of Chicago. I think the city of Chicago, because of its sanctuary city status. So we're just gonna wait and see how this unfolds. But Trump has been firm and aggressive with his stance on immigration. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video. Yay, yay.